Hello there, darlings. Welcome to the Clockwork Cabaret. They are not here. They are the weird answers that you didn't know you needed or wanted. And now, for a friendly reminder, this show is for adults. That darling DJ duo, Emmett Davenport and Lady Attercop, drink cocktails, have potty mouths, and at least one of them was raised by wolves.
And I am Lady Attercop.
And I've been binge watching a bunch of TV shows and movies and things because I don't go out in public, and now they're all available on the interwebs.
We're not out in public yet. Both.
I don't like people. I work with people.
Working in person through a pandemic has kind of broken both of us just a little bit.
Yeah.
And so we're not out in the world just yet. Maybe ever.
Yeah, who knows?
This is how I start hoarding.
Yeah, so I've been watching a bunch of things. Probably everyone else is probably far ahead of me on all of the current trends of popular TV shows and things.
It's fine because I am not ahead of you.
Okay, cool.
I am still working my way through Murder, She Wrote. And Columbo.
Oh, well, I already finished Columbo ages ago.
We've been interspersing it with Murder, She Wrote.
Oh, and Murder, She Wrote, I've never really been that crazy about.
It's fun to watch the hairstyles. It's a lot of fun to watch the styles.
80s hairstyles.
Well, and then into the 90s, and be like, man, French braids were huge back in the day. I had forgotten that. That's
you know
pretty
what
funny. Also, J.B. Fletcher be killing some people.
Some the 80s show I would like to rewatch out of weird nostalgia. Well, there's two shows 80s shows that I would like to rewatch, which may actually hurt me because they will be terrible.
Sometimes you don't want to revisit.
One is Remington Steele.
Oh.
Because I loved that stupid show when I was a kid. Mm-hmm. I don't know why. And then the other one was Scarecrow and Mrs. King.
Both along the same lines.
Yes. Yeah. But for some reason, I really love those shows.
Well, I've got good news for you about those shows. I could probably find them for you. Because as I have said, I have been watching Murder, She Wrote and Columbo. Before that, we made our way through The Golden Girls.
Oh.
Yeah, we're just...
Wow, you're very stuck in the 80s. Okay.
Look,
I've been binge watching modern things, and you've been binge watching old things. Okay.
That's right. We
cool.
balance each other out.
Yeah.
Unless it's the Golden Girls, there's a distinct lack of gay characters in everything I've been watching.
Oh.
It's been very white, very heteronormative.
I watched Our Flag Means Death, which is a gay pirate romance.
A rom-com.
It's a rom-com.
I've heard that it is a rom-com.
And it is beautiful. It is beautiful, and I enjoyed it. And it has Taika Waititi and Riz Darby. And I think Leslie Jones,
my fave.
Fred Armisen, Will Arnett guest stars. Rory Kinnear is in it playing twins.
Sometimes there's something out there that I know will just hit all of the right receptors in my brain.
Oh, it will. This will.
And I have to kind of save it a little. I can't watch it right away. I have to save it.
But it's so good.
Because that's the way my brain is broken. And it's like, no, because this will be your entire next 8 months or so.
Wow.
It's like I gotta be prepared to commit my brain.
Well, see, I had earlier last year in the summertime, I think it was last summer.
The first time we thought the pandemic would be over.
Yes. Last summer, I watched Black Sails, which is a pirate series.
Adventure drama.
The main character, Flint, that you kind of follow, he's a gay pirate, but they really didn't really
delve into it.
Delve into too much of it. Well, they basically, you know that he was in love with another man, and it was reciprocated, and they play it off as being very terrible. They fridged the guy, and it's a whole thing, and it's very a lot of it
uncomfortable with their source material.
Yes.
In other words,
well, but the source material was Treasure Island. Basically, it's supposed to be a prequel.
It's Treasure Island. Oh,
it's a prequel to Treasure Island.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so they reference a bunch of actual yes, and they reference a bunch of real pirates. And Blackbeard makes an appearance and all that stuff. And,
North Carolina's favorite pirate.
But it was violent and there was some there was some very uncomfortable scenes in it and stuff. And so I was kind of like, I don't know if I can watch more pirate things. So, but watching Our Flag Means Death just brightened my day and brought me back to my love of pirates.
So here's some fun facts.
Okay.
Here's some fun facts about. Now, these are not independently researched. These are not things that I've looked up.
These are just things that Mr. Ducky has told you.
These are things I've heard from Mr. Ducky and other sources that are true in my heart. Are they true in real life? Look. When you're looking for a queer history, it's hard. It's hard to find.
Yeah, no, it's true.
And so sometimes you have to read the lines. But according to Mr. Ducky, and this is a fact, that it was well known
that the British
back
Navy
in the day. Yeah, if you were a gay man, you went into the Navy because the Navy was gay. And the Navy didn't stop being gay until World War II.
Yeah.
Because people were uncomfortable with thinking of the heroes that defeated the Nazis as gay men.
Yeah.
Even though, there were lots of gay men that helped defeat the Nazis. Benedict Cumberbatch did a whole movie about it.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Benedictine Cumberbatch did a whole movie about it.
Bandersnatch.
That was not a bit. I could not remember his real last name. It's Cumber something. Cumber Cucumber.
It's Cumberbatch.
It's Cumberbatch? Oh, that sounded like a thing I made up. No, that's his real name. I'm sorry, England. Your names are stupid. I say that with all the love in my heart of a child of Scottish and Irish immigrants. Anyway.
That has long, weird names in our family.
That's on the Belgian side. That the term matey was actually a term for, it was a specific partnership that you had with a fellow crewmate on the boat. That was the guy that if you died, he got all your shit, basically. Yeah. And so he was kind of your same-sex life partner on the boat.
Yeah.
Because as we all know, when people are put in a same-sex environment for long stretches of time, there's people gonna fool around because that's just how people are.
Yeah, because humans be humans.
Because humans be humaning, and they're gonna human all over each other.
Yeah.
They're gonna mash their weird bits together.
It's also one of those things for a long time of reading about pirates and things. The whole thing about how all of these pirates are one-eyed. What is this weird thing with all of these eye patches? And I actually read a thing about why pirates wore eye patches, and it had nothing to do with the fact that they had lost an eye.
No.
It was actually so that when they went below deck, they would
one
lift
eye
it.
Was accustomed to the darkness, right?
Yeah, and they would lift it up so they could actually see faster and more easily. And after reading that, I was like, oh, that makes so much sense. I just thought there was some weird stabby thing on a ship that everybody was just losing
stabbing
eyes.
each other's eyes at. It's pirates also, if you were if you were, especially if you had been conscripted into any of the navies of the time, your life sucked. Your life expectancy was like 6 months.
Yeah.
It was hard. That's why they shanghaied people all the time, is because they couldn't crew the boats any other way. And it's like, you're already on the boat. Guess you have to work if you want to eat, and not be thrown overboard. But like being a pirate was a much better deal than being a legitimate sailor, because the pirates were like,
they were democratic, actually.
They were a lot more democratic than the other boat, and like there was kind of a life insurance if like you lost a limb or couldn't, like, Long John Silver famously lost a leg below the knee. He would have gotten actually paid out for like a life insurance policy, like a D&D policy,
a dismemberment
policy. They're like, oh well, mate, what you lose, a leg? Aye, that's worth 5 gold pieces. The parrot is worth 10. We don't know why the parrot's worth more. Companionship. But
it's true.
It's true.
It's true. And they did that in Black Sails. They actually showed that the crews were a lot more democratic, and that the crew, basically the captain worked for the crew, and they were elected and voted on and off, and that there were different factions on the ships and stuff like that.
Once you were in charge as long as you were good
and took care of everybody.
But if you weren't, very similar to Egyptian monarchs, in that they were all powerful, all encompassing, until you did something to really piss everybody off, and then they murdered you, or Roman senators for that matter.
Yeah.
You know what we should bring back?
Yes, yeah.
You know what? Oh, wait, no.
Don't get people listening to us that might...
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. There you go.
We should bring back that people are afraid to die if they fuck up too bad. Politicians. Specifically politicians. Not your boss, not your Aunt Myrtle, not celebrities. Specifically politicians should be afraid that they might get stoned to death or stabbed in an alley if they fuck up a little too much. Just saying. We should look into maybe bringing back a Roman attitude towards those elected officials. Maybe. Or a pirate attitude towards elected officials. Allegedly. Just saying.
We're just using that word wherever. It doesn't make any sense.
I'm just saying, if like I could threaten throwing Tom Tillis overboard to the sharks, and that threat carried weight, he might start listening to my emails a little bit more. And stop hitting me up for money when I sent him an email last week telling him how mad I was at him.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yes,
allegedly.
That's true. Allegedly.
that's how law works, right? If I just say allegedly before anything, I can't be held responsible.
Sure.
If I'm stabbing someone on camera, but I'm yelling, I'm allegedly stabbing you. I think I'm pretty good. I'm golden.
Yes, that is how that works. It's not how that works, but okay.
But anyway.
Yes.
Back to pirates. Back to gay pirates.
Yes, but no, the show is very. It was very enjoyable, and the cast is delightful, and it's very diverse, which you would assume that pirates would be.
Yeah, pirates were pretty diverse.
And there's every different group represented. It was very enjoyable, and it cracked me up, and also
had some good non-binary representation.
Had some good non-binary representation. Nice. Had some good gay representation. Had
check.
Also, wonderful costumes.
I do love a good pirate costume.
I do love Leslie Jones in her Spanish Jackie costume.
I looked that up. That was very good.
So
that red outfit, I want it.
Yeah, I highly recommend it if anybody wants some good romancy rom-com pirate thing. You could watch that. I highly recommend it. It was very enjoyable.
I can't recommend Murder, She Wrote.
I can't bring myself to watch too many like super serious things, because I keep making the mistake every time I try to watch a historical like biography or or a historical docudrama thing or something like that. It always ends up really sad and depressing, like every single time. And I'm like, I understand that sad historical figures happened. I do. I understand that. However, could we just do somebody that was happy and lived a
Successful and
decent
happy.
and lived a life and wasn't full of torture and torment? Or, if you have to do somebody that's full of torture and torment for the interest to drag people into it, maybe pick someone who managed to come out the other side of all of that an okay and safe. Like, I appreciated Rocket Man.
Yeah, because Elton John lives at the end.
He lives at the end. He also
Successful, happy.
yes is a lot happier and better off than he was.
Yeah.
And he went through some really tough stuff and
we're kind of living through a time that proves how little the powers that be actually care about the health and well-being of the people that prop them up.
Yeah, and I can't
not to get radical about it, allegedly, but we're currently living through that time right now ourselves. So it's hard to be reminded that it's always been like this. People in power have always sucked a lot.
Yes.
And been willing to let people
marginalized people,
especially marginalized people, be ruined and die.
Yeah. So I can't watch any of that stuff. So
that's my life right now.
Yes, I watched a Benedict Cumberbatch historical movie about Louis Wayne, and it started off very funny and enjoyable, and then it went horrible real quick, and I have to turn this off.
He really likes doing those movies. Because he also played Alan Turing.
Yeah.
Benedict, are you okay? Benny.
I feel like
Benny, are you all right? Benny, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Benny? Because
it's a thing.
You seem to be doing a lot of sad roles.
Yes. Maybe that's why he keeps doing the really ridiculous Marvel movies and things. Because
I thought it was because he wanted a boat.
Well, yeah, possibly because he wanted a boat, but also probably because he's like, well, I've done all of these really sad bastard movies, and now I just need a boat to make me happy.
Now I need a CGI cape.
Yes. That is like the horse in all Disney movies.
It's like the horse. The cape's not a horse.
In Disney movies,
the horse.
The animal buddy that everybody roots for.
The prince always has a cool horse that we all like a lot more than the prince.
Yes, or the princess has a animal companion
friend.
that can get sold as a toy separately.
Sold separately.
Ooh, does that mean there's capes? Can I buy just the cape?
I'll bet.
Or do I have to buy a Stephen Strange thing? I don't want Doctor Strange. I just want the cape.
I bet.
There probably is.
If there was a demand for it, Disney sells it.
An animatronic cape.
I'll bet you can buy cape merchandise.
I will have to look that up.
Well, we've just said it on air, and Disney's algorithm has heard it. So, I'm sure that's soon coming to a KB Toys near you. I don't know if KB Toys still exists.
They don't exist anymore. All right, and with that, I think we should play some music because we've been rambling a long time, and Disney will come for us.
We just love gay pirates.
Allegedly.
There was a bee, a pretty little bee. I see why you might choose it. I'd rather have a mad wasp, 'cause he plays all the music.
Choose the Madman Wasp. He plays all the music.
Going down, down, down. In parentheses, I assume.
I was a little. I think I had a little bit of working on my mind when I was picking songs for
this week's playlist. I did not pick up on that very subtle theme.
I had to work all week and the weekend, and I don't have days off anymore. So
and you do 2 shows.
And I do 2 shows.
2 shows, which if you did not know, Emmett is also DJing a goth show. Called Dracula's Child, also on Mad Wasp Radio and Mixcloud and wherever you get your finest cat pods.
Yes, yeah. I probably a lot of our listeners don't know, but I used to DJ a goth night many moons ago for a very long time.
That should not be a surprise.
And that shouldn't be a surprise at all if any of anyone has ever met me or seen me. I wear a lot of black. Mm-hmm. It's true. I come by it honestly.
We were talking in the salon. I was telling a story about when I used to work with this gentleman who wore a 3-piece suit to work because he was British in South Florida, and how he was rifling through my CD wallet one day, back in the day when we had CD wallets, and saying, oh, I like this band. Oh, I don't like that band. Oh, I like this band. He's like, you have really good taste in music. And I was like, thank you. He's like, I used to be a punk when I was younger. And I was like, what? He's like, yes, no, I had a mohawk and I spit at tourists the whole night. What? Mind blown. So I was telling the story, and the client was like, oh, well, you know, we were all a little different when we were young. It's like, yeah, no one's surprised when I tell them that I had a mohawk when I was 20.
Yeah, yeah.
No one is ever surprised.
Hell, I have a mohawk in my 40s.
They're more surprised when I say, I used to work for GE. People are like, what? You used to work for GE.
I also like to break out the, I've been a barista for 30 years. And everyone goes, 30 years. Wait, what? Yes, I started when I was 17. Do the math. Figure that out.
They have to add, and they're like, oh.
Wait, how old are you? Yes, it's very nice that you think that I am way younger than I am, but I am not. In other countries, being a barista is a career path. Here in America, it is treated as something you do until something better comes along.
Stopgap.
Yes, like this is what you do when you're a child.
Unfortunately,
that is stupid.
Yeah. Do what you like.
Do what you love.
We all deserve to survive and be happy and healthy, regardless of how much we, give to capitalism.
Yes, capitalism is terrible.
Yeah,
I actually mentioned to someone earlier today that I would have been a nun if religion wasn't involved.
I had college friends tell me that I should be a nun.
Well, because I like to work a service. I like to be of service.
Of service, right.
And that is why I work in the service industry. I like being helpful, and I like doing things for people.
Making them happy.
Yes, and that making coffee or food or all of those things is something that I enjoy.
And that day-to-day interaction with people and your regulars. We both enjoy that. That's why we work in the service industry. Yeah. I was just told I should be a nun because I wore a lot of black and I didn't seem to ever get horny.
Oh, well, there you go.
It's like, you're not currently shagging 5 people, Nicole. Are you sure you're not a nun? I'm like, I don't believe in God. I feel like that's a requirement.
I think that's a big thing.
I'm also not Catholic.
Yes.
Or baptized.
Yes.
Like, you can get all that taken care of later. I was like, the only requirement is you don't seem sufficiently horny enough for a 20-year-old. Go be a nun.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's weird, but all right. It's not really a job
I don't want to be a nun.
Thanks.
I'm a graphic design student. I'm going to write bad poetry. Because I needed something to fall back on. That's why I did a minor in poetry and creative writing. You know. Those good old fallbacks.
That's a thing that you'll make money at, sure. Okay.
Ask me about Chaucer and Middle English. I've got opinions.
I mean, I liberal arts major and I studied mythology.
This is also why we work the service industry.
Yes.
No, I had a quote-unquote good degree with a good job at, I'm doing air quotes, the listeners can't see me, but I just discovered that I didn't really like working in an office.
Yeah.
It made me very sad. And I hate sitting in front of a computer all day.
I used to be a librarian. I tried my grown-up job, and that did not work. And that's why we do this show instead.
And that's why you get quality radio like this every week, and why you should also definitely support us on Patreon, because it's not like we have 401ks.
It's true. We will die in this job.
We will drop dead at work one day. Like all Americans.
Yes. And with that, this has been the Clockwork Cabaret. She is Lady Attercop.
They are Emmett Davenport.
And it's not work we do. It's love.
Give us money.
This is Mad Wasp Radio, home of the hits.